Oh, good morning! So today we have rooftop units with dirty evaporators. Condensers weren't too bad. But that one, the evaporator was bad, that one was okay. That one was bad. We're about to pull this lid off. I figured I'd make a video of it so that we can see how we do that. First thing we gotta do is turn the bitch off. So, to see if your evaporator is plugged, we also don't have filters here, so that's part of the problem, is you can turn the fan on and see how much air is coming out of this door here. Get that door off and you'll see this is the back side of the evaporator. Fan motor's behind this door, pulls air from the space, shoves it through a heat exchanger, heating portions in that corner, across the evaporator, down into the space. You'll see more of that once I get the lid off. So one way to inspect the evaporator is you take the screws off all the way around here. Yes, got all those there. You can pop this up and take a look. You can see I've already done that. Pop this up. Watch, that's going to fall out. Just take a look inside. Here's our heat exchanger. And that's the evaporator. Yeah, just needs a little bit of love. You put that back down, take the rest of the screws out, and I've got to take the fan out. Use a good old hat trick. Put it in the hat. Right on. And we'll throw it over. Yeah, good enough for now. Cool. Now I want this lid off. The whole point of taking that motor out was that this is easier to maneuver. If you feel strong and you kind of want to throw it your back, just leave the motor in, disconnect the wires, and lift the thing off. It's windy and I'm getting old, so I don't want to do that. Awesome. Lid's off. Here is access to our condenser. Here's our compressor. Piping that goes to the evaporator. TX valve? Yeah, TX valve's down there. Heating section, if you want to get really good access to look at your condition of your heat exchanger. And our fan. Air comes up from the space from the bottom, comes into the fan, blows across here. If there's a call for heating, burners, which are down there, make fire, go through here, woo, 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 exhaust out there. And the air that's coming across here is heated up by the heat exchanger and goes over and down into the space. For air conditioning, if there's a call for cooling, fan is taking air from the space, coming across here, goes across the evaporator, gets cooled, goes down into the space. Heat that's picked up from the evaporator comes across into our compressor and then goes to our condenser where it's dissipated. Condenses back into a liquid, goes to our evaporator, evaporates into a gas, comes to the compressor and repeats the cycle. Refrigeration! Woo! I want to get rid of that thing. She's gone. Now we get a really good look at the evaporator. As you can see, there's a little yucky. So what I'm going to do is brush the surface dirt off. Right? Get rid of the surface dirt. That's out and away motion. Try to catch it. Throw it somewhere else. Do that for this whole thing. It's just going to be like this. Alright, that's as good as I'm going to get it. You'll never get in there. Can you focus? Show me some light or something. In there is never easy to get to. And that's what the pressure washer's for. For those of us that are nervous about water getting into that area, want to see a trick? The piece that was right here is designed so that if you needed a side vent, so say for example, the ductwork supply return is on the bottom. If for whatever reason the duct needed to come this way, off the return and the supply, well, you need to plug up these holes somehow. Would you look at that, the panel that goes here? Fits right over there. And because it has a raised lip, water should not get down there. There is places for water to drain as I'm doing this. The returner is the same. If I wanted to take the fan out and that off, take this off, put it there. I don't have to. The water's just going to pool around the outside. There is a raised lip to let water drain away. So now we get it wet. On. I have the power! Let's take this trap off. See how yucky it looks, sweetie. Gross. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gross. When we're pressure washing, we're trying to get through the coil. Less pressure, more volume. We're trying to get through the coil. For this section that you can't quite get to, I just aim down. I try to scrape it off with the pressure washer. How are we looking over? Oh! And you always want to check your drain, because the drain don't be draining. When a trough be full, the drain don't want to drain. Alright, that did it. Sweet. Let's go. Just had to play with it a bit. You know what I mean? Get your mind out of the gutter. Pump it up. Get your weed sprayer going. Any condenser cleaner will do. Condenser evaporator cleaner. This is just what I had in my van. Follow the instructions on your cleaner. I'm mixing mine 4:1. 4 parts water, 1 part. Works pretty good. Be careful what you buy. If you buy the really heavy duty shit, the roof gets fucked up. Especially this kind of roof, this white rubber roof. And then we just spray really gently. This is what I'd normally do. But lately I've discovered that I can undo this piece. Do this. I'm going to apply this to the entirety of this coil. Let it sit for 10 minutes. The condenser is actually not too bad. I'm just going to rinse the condenser. So I'll let this sit for 10 minutes, and while it's sitting, I'll do the condenser. There, done. Let it sit. Work on this. Remember, we're trying to get water through the coil, right? There. So there's going to be lots of bubbles coming out of this guy. And that's not the end of the world. Remember, I have my supply duct covered. My return duct shouldn't see any water because the water's going to go around it. And my main drain I know is clear. It'll go out that way. Yeah, bubbles. I'm going to do a couple passes front and back. I'm going to use this 90-degree piece I made because that just makes life easier to get in tight spaces. And we'll be back. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff, hey? That's the good stuff. Whoa. Tastes like your mom. Alright, that's probably good enough. It's looking much better, it should provide much more airflow. Now we gotta put the whole fucking thing back together. Hey, there we go. We're all together. Now, there's a reason I left this off. And I left this panel in here. Notice there's still a little bit of water, right? I don't want any of that water getting into the supply. So we're gonna have the fan jumped out, turn it on. Oh, I didn't show you guys before, but this is so much more air coming out of here. And we're just gonna let that evaporate the air that's in those compartments. And while it's doing that, there's some motherfucking cleanup to do. Yep, there we go. We're all clean. Pressure washer, hoses, extension cords are put away. And you decided to turn on air conditioning. So we're nice and dry inside. Let's see what we got for a temperature today. Holy fuck, it's 33 Celsius outside. Oh, 29, 31. Oh, it doesn't even know what it wants. It should only be about 25 Celsius in there. 25 Celsius should be, what, 75 Fahrenheit? Oh, that feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. So I want to see 75 Fahrenheit inside turn to about 60, 55 Fahrenheit discharge air. So right now we're going through that air conditioner, which is cold, which should be cooling the air inside. I think it's pretty good inside in Celsius. Right? Cool. I think we're good. And with that, we are done.